toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will get first crack at it here. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how...
There he goes! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Caught in the backfield, it's right.
See, if that was Wingo,
Really
that's...
putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Find some fresh air. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position and play the defensive line is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Trying to get it in. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Nebraska's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Nelson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Huskers are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
My old coach says you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The lone back's got it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's...
Oh, he's got some space. All down, and he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Grab behind the line, it's I. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The give on the option. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play.
That's a drop. Now that's a drop.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They send the tight end in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. There's a better play there by the defense.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Oh, they're after him. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Texas offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking for space. It's I. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off the play fake. Finds his man in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Using a quick game. They knock him down, but he...
Wow, was that? Was that a return? This thing is
enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Bang, bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Huskers are on the move. Finds his man. It's Knowles. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Hale.
Wait, he's not going to cut it up here?
About a yard short of the first down.
Love the coverage and not get defensively. Their 3rd down, smart.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And I tell you what, Palmer, you see this more often now. You're more willing to roll the dice on your own side of the field.
Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down. And that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab. It's Simon. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. He made the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hale. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Spins away from the defender. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but he didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
They'll immediately call timeout. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Big fella moving. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They boot it away. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Might be calling a hot route. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. In the red area, it's Simon. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Quarterback making checks. Off play action. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. A quick pass to the left.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Raiola. Wide open downfield. Smashes ahead. Got a lot of room to the right. The tag. Touchdown, Nebraska. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over USF. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on it. There he goes! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. The pull and throw off the RPO. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Raiola. Quick strike complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Nelson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Knowles. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Quick completion on the out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The Huskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield. It's Ives. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Quick strike through the air for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Under fire. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The black shirts look into this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because it
breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run.
defense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the...
Turning it on! And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football. And that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot...
Turning on the Jets. Inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They go right back to it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for